This is our carryover champion, Lee Tanabe from New South Wales. Stand by to see Lee play for cash and prizes valued at $149,091. Tonight on Australia's biggest bargain sale, we're offering a BMW valued at $41,257 for $475. Cash to the total of $70,000 for $620. Two of the incredible bargains on Sale of the Century. And now let's give a big cheers tonight. Welcome to Tony Barber.
From the doors. Hey, let me have it. Oh, it's a big night. It's a big night tonight. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the show. Sale of the Century. And tonight we're really swinging wide the shop doors because all the marbles are up tonight. All up for grabs. Lee Tanabe's there to grab them if she can. Grand total, $149,091. If you good?
A lot of money.
Lee has casually backed herself to the sum of about $79,000 to win that amount. We'll find out what happens. To introduce her challengers, here is the delicious and desirable Delvine Delaney. D-D-D-D-D-D. Hi. Welcome back again.
Thank you. Hello, everyone.
How do you like it so far?
Pretty good.
Second night in. Listen, can I ask you something? How's your old man? How's your husband?
He's pretty good.
He's pretty good? He's lovely. Delvine, for those of you who've been out of the country for 15, 16 years, is married to Strop.
John Cornell.
John Cornell. Yeah, good evening, John. And I guess we better find out who Lee's going to play against.
Yes, our first contestant this evening is a teacher from New South Wales, and our second contestant is a housewife from the ACT.
And here they come, everybody. And of course, you know Lee's story.
Yes, Lee Tanabe.
Lee Tanabe got it
Doing very
all
well.
on the line tonight. Some more information about these good people, please, Del.
Well, actually, Tony, our first contestant first met his wife on a quiz show called Split Second, and they married and now have two children. Please welcome from Wagga Wagga, Mr. David Gant-Thompson.
How do you do, David? Yeah. Listen, you tell Ken James all about that, did you?
No.
Yeah.
He doesn't know much about it.
All right. And contestant number two?
Our second contestant enjoys singing and gardening. I'm not sure if it's at the same time. A housewife from Everett in the ACT. Please welcome Mrs. Judy Burnett.
Good to have you here, Judy. And good to have you here again. I'll catch up with you in the gift shop.
Hey, good luck, everyone.
See you over yonder. All the best. David, that's a remarkable story. What was the big prize on Split Second? A car, wasn't it?
A car, yes.
Did you win it?
No, I took away $385. My wife, and I don't think I can do the same thing twice.
Well, that's... I mean, a duel without price.
That's right.
Yeah, good luck in tonight's game, David. Judy, do you sing with a musical comedy society, or...?
No, I've thought about it, but I've got two small kids and it just doesn't sort of, you know.
Just around the house, in the bathroom?
In the bath.
Yeah, you might be singing tonight too, if you're lucky. Good luck, Judy.
Thank you.
All the best, everybody. Lights and buzzers, a big night for Lee. We'll try them out and get going. David, Judy, and Lee. $20 each with which to begin. And away we go. In which major city are the Royal Festival Hall, the Aldwych Theatre, Lee?
London.
And the Tate Gallery, correct. Who, with Cassius, was the main conspirator in the... Lee?
Brutus.
Brutus is right. How many years does a plant called a biennial take to reach Lee?
2.
Its full development. Oh, the champ's hot tonight. What was the surname of Diana, Princess of Wales? Lee?
Spencer.
Before her marriage? Yes. The author of the famous line, "There's not to reason why, there's but to do or die," is Alfred... Judy.
Lord Tennyson.
Alfred Lord Tennyson is right. Good for you, Judy, from the charge of the Light Brigade. In a multi-storied building, we call it the lift. What do we call... Lee?
Escalator.
No. What do we call the same appliance the Americans use? The American version of the lift is the elevator. You're back to 35. Doesn't matter, though. Still leading the game by 10. $35 leads the match. Going to be very hard to get the money off you tonight, I think, but we'll still try. Delvine, what have you?
Lee, do you sometimes have friends over for tea and coffee? Yes? Well, I'm sure you'd enjoy serving it to them out of this elegant 5-piece silver-plated tea and coffee set. The set consists of a teapot, coffee pot, a creamer, a sugar bowl and a tray. It has a 30-year guarantee. It's made in America and it's normally priced at $591. But tonight, only $5 from Oneida and Sale of the Century.
And it really is beautiful. Isn't that lovely?
Isn't that nice?
It's so nice to have friends for tea, isn't it?
Very elegant.
Having friends for tea, you can sit around having tea, Lee, and you'll be saying, yes, lovely, really. I could have won, you know, $79,000 worth, but I went for the lot and I bought this instead. No,
No, thank you, Tony.
I think we might let it go. A couple of hundred. I've got a funny feeling if I brought out $5,000, you'd still have the same... No, it's not there. I'm sorry. Let's proceed. Which word of 6 letters means both a light, short-range weapon and the material used to bind bricks in Brick Lane? Lee.
Mortar.
A mortar is correct for $40. By what name did Jesus give to his apostle who was originally called Simon? Judy.
Peter.
Simon Peter, yes, the rock. Which of our months was called Quintilis in the ancient Roman calendar, but became the 7th month when Caesar
July.
readjusted the calendar? July, after Julius Caesar, yes. In which great mountain range does the Jumna River of northern India rise? David.
Himalayas.
Himalayas, correct, or the Himalayas, as some people say. And for a pick of the board, possible $25, who am I? I was born in New York City in 1885 and died in 1945. I first became known for a series of musicals which were called the Princess Shows because they were presented at the Princess Theatre in New York City. These shows were written for small casts and orchestras and with their modern setting introduced a realistic style into musicals which contrasted with the fantasy of the operettas popular at the time. I wrote the music for many musical comedies and motion pictures, my greatest success being Showboat in 1927. I also composed such well-known songs as Old Man River. Lee.
Stephen Foster.
Incorrect. Smoke Gets in Your Eyes. Make Believe. My given name is Jerome and my surname Judy.
Kern.
Begins with K, it's Kern. Jerome Kern. Old Man River, that Old Man River. On the board for you to pick from all the stars of the Nine Network.
First up tonight, Bert Newton,
Ford Super Quiz.
Yvonne Cawley,
From the tennis world.
Fred Astaire,
The famous actor.
Linda Evans,
Dynasty.
Ian Ross,
Of the news.
Elizabeth Taylor,
Violet-eyed actress.
Sir Eric Pearce,
Living legend.
Valerie Davies,
From Perth.
and Ian Leslie.
60 Minutes reporter. Whose famous face would you like, Judy?
Oh, I think Elizabeth Taylor, please.
She of the violet eyes.
Congratulations, Judy. You've won a vacuum cleaner with electronic adjustable suction control for extra strong cleaning power. Compliments Miele products and sale of the century.
Well, it's a good pickup, it's a good prize. And every time that money doesn't come up when someone else has got a pick, Lee goes, and I don't blame you either. A very big night tonight for Lee and for the other players. We'll be back to proceed right after this break. Not much in it. Welcome back. Sale of the Century, round 2 coming up. Our new players tonight, David Gantz Thompson from Wagga. David, you're $25. Judy from the ACT. We're getting a lot of ladies and gentlemen from the ACT. Judy Burnett. Do you like living there, Judy?
I love it. It's great for the kids.
Yeah, very well laid out city, isn't
Beautiful.
it? Well planned.
Can't fault it anywhere.
Fair enough. You've got $30 there. You've done a big job for the ACT Tourism Department. And we're moving right along. What name is used for the 4 large veins which return blood from the head and neck to the heart? Lee.
Aorta.
No, they're not aortas. They're jugulars. Jugulars. Complete this title of a famous novel by H.G. Wells, The Shape of... Lee.
Things to come.
The Shape of Things to Come, $45. Lots to come for you if you keep this up. Which star comedian of silent films was known as the Great Stone Face? Lee.
Buster Keaton.
Yes, for $50. Boy, political, world of show business, whatever, you handle them well. Of which modern country was Chaim Weizmann the first? Yes, Lee.
Israel.
First president of Israel, correct, for $55. What was the given name of the famous 19th century painter Van Gogh? Lee.
Vincent.
Vincent is correct. A great performance in round 2. Judy and David, very quick, isn't she? That's been the story for a week or more now. And Lee, with your $60, you've really burst clear. Perhaps this is the time to turn around and pick up a little fruit for the sideboard. 60 to spend, and Delvine's got a great prize for you.
Well, there's a big wave from all of us at Sale of the Century. But what I would really like to sell you, Lee, is this microwave oven. It features an innovative magnetic turntable. It has a program record so that even if you make a mistake, Lee, the machine won't. And I know that being a working mum, you're sometimes in a hurry to get dinner ready, so I'm sure this would be an excellent thing for you to buy. It's normally priced at $629, but tonight, well, you could afford it. It's only $9 from National Panasonic and Sale of the Century.
Have you got one, Lee? It'll change your whole life. Well, have you got one?
No,
Del?
not yet.
Oh, I've got one. And I wouldn't be without it. I use it for everything. Warming up my Horlicks.
Horlicks?
No, it just does things so much quicker.
Yes.
Frozen food, turned into a beautiful warm thing in a second. I'll let you have it for $5 because you're doing so well tonight. $5. Going at $5 once, twice, and 3 times. It's a sale. Hey, well done. That's your first sale.
Oh, terrific.
Well done, Delhi. Okay. Which city-state has armed forces, including the Swiss Guards, the noble Lee?
Vatican.
The Vatican. Vatican City-State, yes. Although he was later knighted and appointed Lieutenant Governor of Jamaica, for which unlawful activity had Sir Henry Morgan been the yes, Lee?
Piracy.
He was a buccaneer and a pirate to boot. And you're up to 65. What point is common to any number of concentric circles? Lee?
The centre point.
That's it. Oh, bit of geometry there along that one there. Is that
in the middle?
That one right there. Good work. What is meant if a legal case is heard in camera? David?
It's heard in the judge's chambers and not out in the open.
That's the wood, especially it could be the judge's chambers, it could be, you know, in the attic above the courtroom, as long as the public's excluded. That's the thing, isn't it? Which special units of the US Armed Forces have the nickname the Leathernecks? David?
The US Marines.
Here comes a challenge from David. US Marines is right. Money on the board. Everybody in with a chance. What is my name? I'm a city with a large population in Africa. I have hot summers and mild winters, and I receive only about 2.5 centimetres of rainfall each year. Tourism is a key part of my economy, but I'm also an important manufacturing centre. I'm one of the 10 largest cities in the world with huge deserts lying to my east and west. At Giza, to my west, Lee.
Cairo.
I am Cairo, and you are in business. On the board.
Who would you like?
A lady I don't know. Valerie Davies, please.
She's really nice.
We'll see if she's
Valerie.
lucky for you.
Lovely.
Congratulations, Lee. You won a 56-piece triple silver-plated cutlery setting stored in a natural timber presentation tray. Compliments Drayton International and sale of the century.
More kitchen appliances, more cutlery, nice pickup. The money's still on the board. Lee's getting away with this a little bit, and a big reward at the end of it if she can last through round 3. David and Judy, while that money's there, you're in with a chance. Don't give up. We'll be back to see what happens after this. Still close. Welcome back, round 3. It's the bell lap. If you're going round and round, the bell's just gone for Lee, and this is it, the home run, a $149,000 reward at the end of it. David, you're 35, Judy 30, Lee $70. What do horses, zebras and pigs have that make them what are called ungulates? Lee?
Hooves.
They all have hooves, correct. Which very famous dramatist was born in Dublin in 1856? Lee?
Judge Bernard Shaw.
George Bernard Shaw is right.
Excuse me, Tony. I think the lady said judge. Did she say judge or George?
George.
Well, sounded like
It's a mouthful
George
of...
Bernard Shaw to me.
Okay, let it pass.
I think maybe... Well, it was a Japanese pronunciation, was it? A little bit of Japanese creeping in there. We won't worry about it. Which sea creature has varieties including the mako, the bull, Lee,
Shark.
and the nurse, shark? David and Judy, try your buzzers there.
We're here.
Judy.
Here?
Yes, there, but a little slow. Which Spanish dictator used the title El Cordillo? Judy.
Franco.
Si, Franco Dirido, El Cordillo. Okay. Lee, you're winning. You've got $85. You're 40 plus, oh, look, you're a mile ahead. $50 in front. If ever you could spend, this is the time. Look this way.
Lee, I think the garbage man would fall in love with you if you bought this. Our first prize is a very compact garbage disposal which fits under the sink. It'll eat what you can't, and it very conveniently channels all the waste down the drain. And our second is a trash compactor. It'll compact bottles and cans and plastic containers and boxes down to a quarter of its original size so that it all fits into one little carry bag. It's normally priced at $1,097, but tonight it's only $14 from Incinerator and Sale of the Century.
Oh, what a great double to add to everything else. Everything else that you've won. There, you can't do without those, I don't think, in modern living. This one is fantastic. Have you ever seen one of these work?
No,
Just
I
open
haven't.
it up. Anything that, anything, you know, like in the way of trash, into there, you know, tin cans you finish with into there.
And also, you know, it's got a key on it, so Cara, your little 4-year-old,
Oh, no, don't do anything with the...
She couldn't get into it.
Oh, she couldn't get into it? No, no, no. I wonder what you're going to say.
Not a quarter of its...
So what do you think? It's going, and it's yours for $10. Once, twice, 3 times.
No, thank you.
No sale.
Sorry.
I guess I can understand why. Okay. The money's still on the board, remember? The Australian golfer who won the 1979 US PGA Championship, Lee,
Greg Norman.
is David Graham. Greg's yet to pull off one of those big ones in the States, I think. What is the name starting with P of the river that flows through Washington, D.C.? Lee?
Potomac.
Potomac is correct. It's amazing. Which state covers almost exactly 1/3 of the area of Australia? Lee?
Western Australia.
Western Australia, 2.5 million square kilometres. It's a tour de force, it's a one-way traffic. Lee, last pick of the board. Who am I? And Judy and David. I was born in Cape Colony, 1825. Died in Switzerland in 1904. My given names were Stephanus Johannes Paulus. Of Dutch descent, I was a farmer, soldier and statesman, famed as the creator of the Afrikaner nation. A leader of the Boers. I escaped to Europe when war broke out, 1899. South Africa's most famous, David.
Berta?
No. South Africa's most famous national park bears my name. I am Paul who? Anyone in the audience? Paul Kruger. Kruger National Park. I don't know what happened. There's been a fall. And the money didn't come up and we won't have a pick of the board. Delvine, where was the money?
It was behind Linda Evans.
That was it. And imagine not knowing Paul Kruger, not to worry. Last 3 questions, Lee's home for the money. Which church or denomination has the largest number of members of the Christian religion? Yes, Judy.
Roman Catholic.
543 million. Which British monarch was the mother of King Edward VII? Judy.
Victoria.
You're coming good at the wrong end. Lee's knocked off. Which animal is associated with Dick Whittington in the legendary Lee?
The pussycat.
There we go! Another big one. The car. The holiday. The furniture. And even more importantly, the money. All right. If we can just settle down, everybody. It's $70,000 cash. Total number of prizes, 149,091. Oh, hi, Cara. Yeah.
Hi to Tony.
Nice to see you. There they are. Well played, champ. That was great. Nice to meet the family, too. Thank you to our challengers tonight. Unfortunately, things were a little bit one way. But, David, it was good having you here.
Thank you.
I'll remember you to Ken James. Judy, you've got a vacuum cleaner. At least that'll bring back some memories for you.
Thank you very
much. And for you both, our thanks and this bag.
I'm emotional. It was such a good win. But I'm sure David and Judy would love our souvenir of a diamond set souvenir. Oh, gosh, I can't get my words together. A diamond set memento from Bruce and Walsh and Sale of the Century.
Oh, it's one of those nights. It gets to us all. And there they are. Lee's come for the pickup. $149,000 worth. No more decisions to be made. Just the delivery right after this break. Welcome back, everybody. These are my friends, the well-to-do Tanabis. Congratulations.
Thank you, Tony.
Great effort, Lee. How are you, Cara? All right, ready to go? Can you say let's go shopping?
Yeah.
Well, you say let's go shopping.
Let's go shopping.
Let's go shopping. It's going to be a bit shopping tonight. This way, honey. Up we go. Swap hands. There we go. It's delivery time, Delvine. So without further ado,
Yes,
I'll leave it to you.
Maybe when Cara's about 16, Red Simons here, who's one of our finest guitarists, might care to give her some lessons on this beautiful 6-string acoustic guitar. It reproduces sound beautifully because of its shallow bowl body. It's beautifully finished in ivory-grained body binding. It has a walnut bridge and 8-pearl inlay. And it sounds terrific, Cara. It's normally priced at $835.
You've already got a car, but you haven't got a guitar. That's yours. You've won that, and you've won this too.
You'll enjoy total comfort with this Craftsman-built lounge suite, comprising a 3-seater settee and 2 swivel rocker armchairs. It's priced at $1,400 from Jason.
Yeah, they're coming right this way. There it is, the furniture. You've won that as well. And we'll sit down and have a rest and see the rest of the things you've won over here.
Continuing 200 years of tradition, this 8-place dinner set features a delicate blue tracery on translucent white. Imported from Denmark and completely hand-painted, it's priced at $1,987 from Royal Copenhagen.
There's all the plates and bowls and everything you've won. Looks fantastic. And food will taste even better out of that. What else have we won? Yes?
The Tanapes will be flown to this exclusive Fijian island paradise for 7 days of tropical relaxation, including airfares, accommodation, meals, drinks and activities. The trip is priced at $3,932 from Turtle Island and Air Pacific.
Have you heard of Fiji, Cara? Well, Fiji, Turtle Island is just, it's about 75 kilometres from Nandi across the water by Turtle Airways, and you'll love it. You'll love this too.
The classic simplicity of this 18-karat gold bracelet watch makes it ideal for the most formal evening. Water-resistant with electronic quartz precision, it's priced at $10,350 from Concord Collection.
I think that's for Daddy. I think we'll leave that for Daddy. And we'll also let him put this together too.
Constructed from the finest quality logs, this kit home enables you to choose your own floor plan from hundreds of designs. Featuring Oregon ridge beam and rafters and fully insulated, it's priced at $17,330 from Eureka Log Homes.
That's your new holiday home in the hills or wherever you've won that. And to drive around to all these beautiful places, this magnificent vehicle.
The car of the century, this vehicle offers a new concept in first-class motoring with plush leather upholstery, electronically controlled air conditioning, sunroof and safety features unsurpassed by any other car, the BMW 528i. Sheer driving pleasure, priced at $41,257 from BMW. And the perfect accompaniment to this prize, a diamond-studded keyring valued at $2,000 from Bruce & Walsh.
And here it all is, that's all yours, the whole kit and caboodle, total value $149,000, including the cash jackpot.
Lee also takes away our sale of the century jackpot at $70,000.
Watch out you don't fall off there, Cara, whatever you do. Hang on to Cara so she doesn't fall off. There's the streamers. Congratulations. Where's Tom? Did we have... Oh, there's Tom, everybody. In case you want the rest of the family. Here's Tom Kanabi. Someone hit me in the head with a screamer. How do you feel, Tom? You must be very proud of the missus.
Yeah.
She's very, very clever.
Unbelievable.
I hope the prizes bring you much happiness. Thanks for being a great champion. All right? Delphine's got some things for you. That's a celebration champagne. Here's some beautiful flowers. Would you like to hold those for Lee? Thank you. And I think we'll say keep smiling and bye for now. Good night, everyone. See you tomorrow night.
Stay tuned for another hilarious episode with
This has been a Grundy Organization production for the Nine Network. Peter Smith speaking.